I hope you're sitting down. I flew first class from Dallas to Tucson and had a less than desirable experience in the first class cabin.
But usually it goes so well for you.
I was complaining last time that when I flew from L.A. to Tampa that every motherfucker on the plane was walking right through the plane and walking right through first class and using the shitter up by the...
Pissing in your latrine.
Pissing in my latrine up by the cockpit. And I noticed it, and it was a cavalcade of folks. It never ended. When I flew from Dallas to Tucson, albeit a shorter flight, nobody did it. And I started to think to myself, and it wasn't being enforced. I just thought to myself, oh, people in Dallas and or people in Tucson aren't super self-entitled narcissistic douchebags. And Florida, that's the realm of L.A. and Florida. So
you're right.
So if you're flying from L.A. to somewhere, you're going to have many more of these people. If you're flying from, Indiana to Kentucky, I don't think you're going to have nearly as many self-entitled douchebags who think, hey, man, I'm the fucking cat's meow and I can piss wherever I want. I sit down in my first class seat, and next to me, and across the aisle, but next to me, even with me, is a woman, biggish gal, who has her dog with her. And again, this is always my pet peeve because, pardon the pun.
The dog's in the aisle.
Oh, yeah.
Well, there's no room for the dog in the...
Service dog. In a land of we can't take off unless that hatch is closed on the overhead luggage compartment, even if there's nothing in it. Or I had my iPod Nano, the one that's half the size of a book of matches, and that had to be turned off. I mean, I was like admonished, like that needs to be turned off. And in a world of, sir, you have to take your briefcase and shove it completely under the seat in front of you. And if you're sitting on the bulkhead, you can't just put it under your seat. You have to get out and put it on the You're allowed to have a dog clogging the aisle. Like you have a
not
dog.
Electronic.
You have a dog on the plane, and I thought it was all just about no peanuts because the air's recirculated. How about the dog dander and the air recirculated? Now, here's what was great about this dog. This dog was in first class, and it was sitting right next to me. That's my right thigh on the bottom of the picture. As we, I'm such a dick. As we boarded the plane and sat down, I was just sitting there going, that's great. I get to fly first class next to someone's dog. I'm sure
You're
the dog's
acting like a dick.
I'm sure the dog is farting as we speak. And it's just mainly the hypocrisy of it.
So are you.
Yeah. Anybody, well, it's true. Anybody can get a fucking note from their doctor. That's all. You have an issue. I know what the issue is. It's not a seizure disorder. It's a personality disorder. You have a narcissistic disorder. You want to travel with your dog. I understand that. I would like to smoke. I'd like to go in the bathroom and smoke. Can I get a note from my doctor, ironically, saying, listen, I have anxiety, and smoking helps quell that anxiety. So I'm sorry, other people who might be affected around me, I enjoy a cigarette when I fly.
It is shockingly easy to get one of those permits to have your dog registered as a helper dog.
So easy that on the flight in the smallish airplane that was only a 2-hour flight, a second dog got onto the plane and actually fought with this dog at my feet.
Oh, that one looks like an asshole. The other one was
This is the
cute.
second dog.
That's how you know they're not service dogs, real service dogs. Because real service dogs would never, like,
Oh,
they're so well.
They'd
a real
use
service
words.
dog. Yeah,
it was explained by the woman next to me that her dog liked people, but not other dogs. So now I'm sitting there and I go, oh, good fucking Christ. There's another dog getting on this plane? There's a fucking flying kennel? Like, what is going on here? And as I'm sitting there, here comes the dog down the aisle, and there's her dog, and then a little fight breaks out at my feet. And I thought, wow, this is a fantastic first-class experience. Like, this is what fucking Michael Vick used to do. What part of Mexico is this first-class lounge in?